What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fix It Friday. I am here with Anthony, and today we are going to assess and diagnose the kettlebell swing. So, number one, we're going to talk about the right way to do the kettlebell swing and the right setup. We're going to go over the wrong way that we see it happen in the gym, and then the correction and fix for the kettlebell swing. So, number one, the kettlebell swing. The power is derived from a proper hip hinge, okay? So we'll go over that here soon, but the hip hinge, come over here real quick. All right, so what we're looking at for hip hinge is the hip complex, all right? So the hips, and then the lower back, so the erectors and the posterior chain, which is the erectors, goes into the glutes and the hamstrings, and that's where all the power is gonna come from with the kettlebell swing, or from the kettlebell swing. So, proper setup for the kettlebell swing. The feet. All right, he needs shoulder width apart, okay? He needs soft knees, all right? And from there, we want a neutral spine, okay? And you'll see that as he goes down. But we need a proper hip hinge, and this is where typically the kettlebell swing goes wrong. So, go ahead and hinge at the hip, Anthony. All right, and stop. Okay, as you can see, he has a neutral spine, all right? Cervical spine is neutral, thoracic spine is nice and tight, and his lumbar spine has the support here, okay? Now, what he also, you can go ahead and relax. What he also wants to do is that tightness that we were talking about in episode 1, the breathing exercise to get those abs nice and tight, all right? That'll prevent you from rounding over and breaking at the lumbar spine. So, the wrong part of the kettlebell swing. Two things. One is squatting, and one is the kettlebell dipping below the knees, which causes that rounding. So Anthony's going to demonstrate the first one, which is squatting too low. All right. So go ahead and get a couple of them. As you guys can see here, all right, as he squats, squat a little more. There you go. As he squats, his lower back is still pretty tight. All right. You can go ahead and stop. So his lower back is still pretty tight, and he's keeping good form up here, but that squat doesn't allow him to generate power from that posterior chain, which is actually what we're looking for, all right? The second one is the kettlebell dipping way below the knees, kind of like mid-shin, all right? And he's gonna demonstrate that, and you'll see here, this will be a loss in lumbar support. Right? You can see he starts to round over there a little bit. All right, you're good. Okay? So those are the two things that we see most commonly with the kettlebell swing performed incorrectly. And me personally, I use a very simple fix, and this will be height dependent. So Anthony's a little taller, so I got an 18-inch box for him. You can also put a kettlebell underneath of the person as well. But this is going to prevent two things. It's going to prevent the squatting, all right, with the kettlebell, and it's also going to prevent the dipping below the knee. All right, so first things first, he's going to do it from the side view, and then we'll go front. So straddle the box, okay? Now as Anthony does this kettlebell swing, go ahead. All right, he's hinging at the hip. All right, he's using his hips to throw into that kettlebell. Lower back is nice and flat. All right, but more importantly, he's keeping that kettlebell high in the crotch, which is what we're looking for. All right. So, what this also does, it prevents going too low and dropping past the knees. All right, which is what we went over before. And what you see here, if he actually does do that, go ahead and do that. Keep going. Okay. So Anthony's going to hit the box if he starts to squat. All right. So that's the simple fix that I have for you today. If you guys have any more questions, please contact me at brock@baathletics.com and visit our website at baathletics.com. Thanks for watching.